There is opposition to a proposed solar farm in the town of Chenango because of its proximity to the river and a noted eagle's nest. Karen Allen lives on a rural section of River Road. New Energy Equity is planning a solar farm with thousands of panels across more than 10 acres of her neighbor's property, owned by Spiros D'Amatos. Allen says the land where the solar farm would be constructed is in a floodplain that saw more than 15 feet of water in some places during the historic flooding of 2006 and 2011. She says the property juts out into a curve in the Chenango River and that during flooding, the area becomes like a channel with heavy current. Allen is concerned about the raging waters dislodging solar panels and fencing and sending them downstream with other debris.
That channel is right where they want to put these solar panels. So if you have all these logs, it's going to take out all the fencing. The fencing is going to take out the panels, and then all that is going to go down the Chenango River and end up, all over the place and maybe even into the Susquehanna River.
Allen says she's also concerned for the well-being of a pair of mating bald eagles and their eaglets located directly across the river from the site. The State Department of Environmental Conservation tells News 34 that construction that could disrupt the eagles is prohibited during the normal breeding season from January 1st through September 30th. The restriction is within 660 feet or more than 2 football fields, which would include much of the proposed development. Allen says the project would also significantly change the rural nature of the area.
It's almost like turning this area into an industrial area. So it's not going to have the charm and the country life that people were kind of seeking out.
News 34 spoke with D'Amatos, who did not want to go on camera, saying nothing that he could say would change the Allens' opposition. He did say, however, that many of the rumors circulating are false. He says New Energy will access the site by reinforcing his driveway and that the solar farm will not be visible from the road. And he says the panels will pose no risk to the eagles. New Energy tells News 34 that the project is within an area zoned for solar by the town and that extensive studies have been conducted to ensure that it will have minimal impact on the ecosystem and town residents. New Energy says the permitting process is ongoing and it plans to comply with all state and federal regulations. The town of Chenango has scheduled a public hearing on the project for Monday at 7 p.m. at the town hall.